What's going on, guys? It's Zeiad here with Between the Lines, episode 19. The earliest we've ever recorded. This is right after the games. This is something we always wanted to do, to get this kind of like record and upload right away. So the same day upload is gonna happen. That's a first time for
It's
BTL.
better. The feeling is fresh
Take me
in the
back
memory.
to take me
Exactly.
back to midnight.
Midnight, midnight tired is work the next day.
Midnight madness.
MashaAllah, the things we do for you guys, the people out there, the
That don't,
magical
they
people
don't
out
know
there.
our struggles. It's actually crazy.
We don't know. Yeah, we don't know if you guys exist or not. So, yeah. But yeah, today's games were pretty interesting. A lot of the predictions me and Wassim had, I think, didn't fall through. Sorry, didn't like weren't predicted right at all. But Inter beat Feyenoord 2-0. Bayern beat Leverkusen 3-0. Barcelona beat Benfica 1-0. And Liverpool beat PSG. Where do you guys want to start? What game do you guys want to start with?
Arsenal, I guess, because Wassim.
No, We
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about yesterday's game.
we
Okay,
can talk about yesterday.
sure, Arsenal.
The thing is, I don't think we can
Yeah.
need to talk much about Arsenal. To be honest, I think PSV were just horrendous.
Yeah.
They left their midfield three kind of way too stretched out in the middle, and they were just exposed completely. Like every time our midfielders ran through, they were wide open. There was space. I think I did get the prediction wrong, but I did mention that in Champions League teams don't play as defensive, which we have been a
Yeah.
big issue. Like West Ham, Nottingham Forest, they were defensive. We couldn't get any answers to figure out making space, making through balls. But here they were stretched wide open, and we beat them.
I wonder why they don't play defensive. I'm not saying they should play the full defensive because they are at home, but the fact that they were so open, and I think they actually disrespected Arsenal in a way, where they didn't think that you guys had the quality to kind of ruin
The
them.
scouting report was all wrong. I don't know what the scouting report had for us
Dude, their
from them,
keeper,
but
Benitez.
their keeper was ass. Like they had like moments where the game could have been tricky. They did hit the post first before like everything broke down. We
Yeah.
did potentially get away with like a red card. Like if Lewis Kelly got a red card, I would have not had a like argument with it. I respect the referee for
Mm-mm.
not wanting to like completely ruin the game. I
Ruin
guess
the
because
game.
like Skelly made
Yeah.
two fouls, both could have easily been both yellow cards, but he gave him a final warning. Then Arteta, we said he possibly would sub him off at half. He subbed him off right away.
He subbed them off before half, right?
Yeah,
Before
34th
half,
minute.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's funny. I thought
Good,
I thought
good.
he's the one who made the penalty. That's why he got hooked. Like I wasn't watching the game. I was watching the other game, like Madrid. But I thought I'm
Yeah,
like, yeah, Scully
yeah.
probably made a mistake. But yo, first of all, I think the reason they didn't actually park the bus like Premier League teams would, like Forest or West Ham, like Wasim is saying, is because most of the season, like 80% of your season, is being played in your domestic league. So I'm pretty sure PSV is a team that dominates possession or is a very attacking team. So it's very hard
Yeah.
to like midweek or the week before the match against Arsenal for them to transition like in their training style and methods and be like, okay, we're gonna have to focus defensively. It's gonna be very hard to learn a whole new defensive method of training, especially for a coach too, because
Yeah.
it's not only the players that have to adapt and play defensively. It's gonna be the coach has to change his ways, and it's basically him learning a whole new something that he's not really used to. But at the same time, you want to have a coach that can adapt and actually set up his team defensively and not
Adapt,
have to
yeah.
embarrass 7-1 in the Champions League. This is why
At home.
At home,
At
man,
home.
at home in front of
Yeah.
your own fans.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
And this
Numnum,
is-
to your point though, like for example, like even if some manager sees his team down 4-5-1, eventually he will change the setup. Like he
No, I
could
agree.
maybe not even started way, but change it midway. But also,
Yeah.
I do not know what this says about Juventus or the Serie A because I don't know how this PSV team beat Juventus.
legit over 2 legs, right? They beat
Yeah.
them both times, or was it a draw and a win or something? It was tight. It was a
I
tight
think it was a
game.
draw and a win.
Embarrassingly.
I think it was a draw and a win, but I think with Numnum what you said is that yeah, I agree, and that's what we see sometimes the top teams in a worse league, they struggle every time against these like English teams
Yeah.
or Spanish teams because even though they're dominant in their league and they hold possession and they're better than their opponents, they can't do that against like an Arsenal, for example. But PSV again, like they're not. I think what we said is like, unfortunately, PSV they're a good team that could have done much better and they could have competed in a higher level. I just think that manager probably got it wrong and that the team just broke down.
It was a
honest.
generous 7-1. Like Rice had a goal disallowed, Trossard had a goal disallowed, Zinchenko
Yeah.
forced a stop out of the keeper. Like it could have been worse. Uh,
Way worse.
but
And even XG, by the way, it's so funny with XG. You guys had a 1.9 XG with 7
Oh,
goals.
that means they
Like,
were ruthless
like-
though. They were finished every chance.
Ruthless and the keeper, man.
But
Oh
he was
my
good.
lord. He was ass.
Oh.
Their keeper was ass.
I didn't.
So,
I haven't watched highlights.
I think the combination of two things.
Keeper and
Yeah.
Arsenal being ruthless. Wassim, does this mean Arsenal is back?
There's nothing back. We're gonna go back to facing a deep block against United on Sunday.
But this is a good refresher, man. You guys needed this. The players, like, you could tell they're so dejected playing in the Premier League where there's
Yeah.
actual quality.
Yeah.
This was like a little break. It was like a friendly game. It's like get some confidence oozing back in.
The thing
Yeah.
is that the big issues are gonna still be there. So like I feel like it's like more of like a one-off,
Yeah.
But I will take that one off. It's been depressing the last few days.
And it's a different competition. At the end of the day, we can make fun of PSV. You guys beat them 7-1. What an easy game. But congrats, you're in the quarters now. You're good. Like, who cares how easy the game was?
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it's so funny. that Liverpool fans are saying, Arsenal fans, stop being cocky. You're not through to the quarterfinals. I'm like, you think Arsenal that don't even concede maybe barely 2 goals at home? You think they're gonna concede 6 or 7?
No. They're through.
If it happens, dog, listen. I
It's
don't
okay.
know.
Cancel the club.
I don't
Delete the
know.
club.
The one thing I want to say though, Partey just had to continue his contribution of how many goals he cost us with that penalty. I do not know what he was thinking. And
know.
Sterling, when everyone is dropping a 9 out of 10, Sterling had to come on and still drop a 0 out of 10. The man is finished.
I was telling
Yeah, he's
Wassim yesterday,
actually
I was like, Sterling was already bad enough at Chelsea. How did he manage to get worse? You know, I didn't think there was another gear
Yeah.
for him to drop. It's crazy.
My wingers were like beating their man 24/7. Sterling comes on, dispossessed twice.
Sterling has
even-
one
I think it's
trick.
demotivation.
Even it's so funny, the Calafiori
Yeah.
goal at the end came from Sterling's side. Calafiori made the run that like Sterling refuses to make, and he just
Yeah.
like put it in.
Yeah. Sterling, listen, go to Saudi, make your money. You've had an amazing career. And listen, let's not. I don't want to see Sterling as this shit player.
But
Like I
he
will
is,
always want to see Sterling as this great player before.
unfortunately, he is. Like, he's like, this is what you're going to remember Sterling as. He's going to be a troll player. Because you got to think about it like this. I remember when I first started watching Torres, like our age, he was elite in Atletico Madrid, he was elite at Liverpool, became a troll at Chelsea, and everyone just remembers Torres for his last years at Chelsea.
Troll.
Now, this is Sterling.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, this is why I respect Tony Cruz, as hard as it is to retire on a high. This is something professionals need to do: retire on a high or move leagues to a much lesser league where you're still able to
Move
run
leagues,
the
yeah.
league.
It's a lot of recency bias, but like
Yeah.
you can't help but think that. Like even like Grealish, that point, I don't think about Grealish Aston Villa days. I think of Grealish at Man City.
That's Villa. Yeah.
Yeah, you think
Oh my God.
I don't jog my memory back. Why am I going to do that? It's what I see in front of me. That's what I'm going to judge, sadly.
Yeah, but Sterling, come on, let's be fair. Sterling is not like Grealish because Sterling had 8-10 years of top tier footballer.
Yeah, 100%.
From 18 to 28, like he was top tier.
100%. But again, like what I think people remember is that
It's
because
recent, yeah.
he's become a troll. You know, it's not even he's become shit. He's become a troll.
Because me personally, I fall
Yeah.
into that. I only remember Sterling at this point from his Chelsea days. It's too far to even think of the City days to the Liverpool days.
Facts.
So sad. History's being rewritten. But it's okay. 7-1 to Arsenal. Dominant performance. PSV really played like garbage. I did not expect that, and I don't think anyone did. And this is the biggest away win in a knockout
Yeah.
stage?
No way. I mean, probably.
That,
Jesus.
yeah, I think it was I saw that stat, so it was the biggest away win in the knockout stage. So, congrats to Arsenal, make it to quarterfinals. Hopefully, Wassim, when does Saka come back?
Probably after the international break, but even then, you cannot even rush him. But I want to say, like, even the next round probably be without Saka, or at least the first leg.
Yeah, sad times. Okay, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. I mean, Wassim, you got this prediction right, I believe.
Yeah, he did.
I'll just check
He
prediction.
did. I was listening to it.
Yeah, I think he said 2-1. Yeah.
Numnum is a loyal listener. Listener.
Listen.
Listen.
I have to.
I did believe, even though like I think Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid tied both games in the league this year, I did think Madrid seems to have their number in Champions League. To be honest, that's why I just predicted them to
Champions
win.
League, yeah.
I still do prefer for Atletico Madrid to win the tie because I prefer to face Atletico Madrid next round over Real Madrid. Even though Atletico
Yeah.
did beat us in Europe
Yeah.
before people come at me, we did lose to Atletico before.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I just think, funny thing is for me, I was like, Simeone got comfortable near the end. He was happy with the 2-1. It could bite him in the ass at the end, but like it did seem like he was comfortable. I think the first goal, as much as like Rodrigo was sick, I feel like it was too easy on the defender's part.
Way too easy.
But
Yeah,
but it was like
Galan let him running behind this like way too easily. That was like
The goals
amateur
overall,
level, by
all
the
of
way.
them were quality level, but like on an individual on individual level, but defending was questionable.
Yeah, yo, did you
Questionable,
see
yeah.
Brahim Diaz? He almost broke his own ankle, by the way.
Cooked. But he cooked
I know,
Jimenez.
but no,
Cooked
no,
him.
but did you actually like? I watched a close up of it today. Yo, he actually,
Really? No.
you know, when you twist your ankle and like rolls and comes back up, that happened to his
Yeah.
ankle when he was dribbling it. I don't understand how.
Where did they? This kid is unbelievable, by the way.
I loved him.
Unbelievable. I know. I gave him shit before. I wasn't really giving him shit. It was more like praise to Güler. Yeah, like this kid and Güler are just dribble monsters, confident as f. I mean, he was killing it in Madrid. I mean, Milan before too. But Milan is garbage in their own. But Diaz cooked.
The thing is,
But we got a question. Yeah, go
who?
ahead.
No, question who?
No, go.
No, I was just gonna say like Brahim Diaz. Since AC Milan, you could tell he's gonna be a really good player just because he was carrying that
Yeah.
team alone, man.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
goals he would score would
Yeah.
like be a variety of goals: left foot, right foot, outside the box, like nice finishes.
And his dribbling was always elite.
and yeah.
Like if you watched him.
And the thing
yeah.
is, I think he plays over Arda Güler because he's more versatile. Like Brahim Diaz, I think he's more of a cam or a winger, but he's so comfortable playing in the middle. Like it's okay. It doesn't matter how small he is, and his work rate is insane. And he also has personality. And at the end of the day, it still matters. To play for a club like Madrid, that personality has to be there. That
Madrid,
cockiness
you have
has to
to.
be. You
Yeah.
cannot be that person.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I was saying about the questioning, I was questioning Vinicius and Mbappe. Like, dude, it's March, and you guys still don't know how to play with each other.
Yeah.
By the way, they can go on and win a Champions League. That's the funny part. But there's question marks towards why can't they click? Is it because they're very similar?
I was gonna say
So
there's
they-
no versatility in the attack. Like they're both similar style. It could be an issue. Like I think big players will figure it out, but the same style is just like for example, one of them needs like I know why Mbappe like if you're gonna play a 4-4-2 Madrid with both of them up front, at that point you might as well have a target man with one of them because they're both
Yeah.
they're both the same
But I mean-
the same style of player.
More recently, they have
Yeah.
been doing better together. Like they've been a lot more smoother, and it's because Bellingham is actually playing
Yeah.
closer to them. But when they're without Bellingham, oh my god, man, it's like a team of individuals. Bellingham actually glues the team together.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just questioning because, like, I feel like when I was watching the game, they don't click together. But, like, I know you said, Bellingham could be the glue. And we've seen Mbappe, like, do very well with, like, a big man like Giroud.
Yeah.
And again, Mbappe does play on the left. So this season was all, like, a new testing time for him. But he's still scoring goals. It's not like he's having bad performances. It's just, it might not be enough for Champions League. But it is Real
You
Madrid.
know why I think it still will be enough for Champions League? Because like I was actually looking at the list of winners over I don't know past 7-8 years, and the coaches who've won it, they're not apart from Guardiola. It's not like elite tacticians. It's people. I mean they are elite tacticians, of course.
Yeah, managers
Managers
yeah.
and coaches or managers
Yeah.
who are able to like change their style based off the game. Like even if I go back to Tuchel, like, Tuchel was not a back five manager, but when Chelsea came back, he saw the team he had, he went to a back five. Ancelotti's one. Ancelotti's not
Yeah.
a person who has a clear style of play, like a defined style of play, but still he's able to
Yeah.
go based off the opponent. Like against Man City, we saw how he played. Against Atletico Madrid, we saw how he played. Like it's just that it's humongous in Champions League, especially in knockout, because it's how many games do you play? 6, 8 games in knockout, and then you're at the finals. So, like.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, this is why I will never see a coach that's like very, very into his tactics and very stubborn. They struggle to win the Champions League because they don't really
they
want
started to
adapt.
win Champions League. Yeah, 100%. I mean, Guardiola is one instant that we could say struggle because he took him a long time to win it with City,
City, yeah.
and that team should have won multiple times even before that, in my opinion. So you're right, and I agree with that. Now we'll see because like the Simeone going 5 in the back in the end of the last like 10-15 minutes was kind of questionable because I feel like Real Madrid wasn't threatening them to the point where he had to do that. But I feel like he feels comfortable enough to go back to Atletico, which I think we've seen before with Simeone, where he's done something similar where see, like you said, he's a man manager. He's gone to the finals before, and he does well in Champions League typically, like most seasons. But I think this will bite them in the ass, and I think they'll lose the knockout. And I'm not saying they could have scored a goal or anything, but why go 5 in the back? Why be so defensive? I think
he did
he's
that and he brought
thinking
on
strategic,
Gallagher.
but he loves
I
Gallagher,
know.
dog. He
But,
loves him.
the thing is, I think this is where Champions League has got ruined without the away goals, because in his head he was probably like, okay, low key a 2-1 for him is the same as even like a draw, because even if he had gotten that goal and he drew the game 2-2, what they're gonna do at their own home, whatever happens, that game will not end at a draw. So it's not a positive for him. So he'd rather go a goal down, knowing he has to score a goal regardless to bring the game back level, and then go from there. Versus yesterday, like if he yesterday went more attacking and maybe like threw on a striker like Sorloth, but actually like supported him, and it lost 3-1, it would kind of be, I don't know, counter of like the actual logic he So I kind of understand him.
Yeah, I can see why. He's thinking more strategic of their home, and they do well at home. Yeah. I really pray they win, man. I want them to win the knockout, and they play Arsenal. I still think they beat Arsenal, but it'll be a lot closer than Madrid against Arsenal right now. Like Arsenal, oh my god, I'm worried.
Yeah. I can kiss on my club, but not you.
Wassim, we're looking out for you.
It's okay. Once you guys make sure that you guys win at home, then we'll make sure you guys are in quarterfinals then.
Exactly. If 7-1 doesn't get overturned.
Hopefully not, man. You guys will be mean. But to today's games, plenty of good games. Not high scoring or anything. But we can start with Bayern Leverkusen. I mean, I didn't watch that game. I was watching the Barcelona game.
Yeah.
Kane 2 goals, 3-0 dominant performance. It's probably wrapped up, to be honest.
Oh, they were horrendous, Leverkusen. Okay, which was surprising. The thing is, the drop off was like bad from last year, but compared to the 0-0 they had like I think 3 weeks ago. This was just bad. Like they didn't manage the game well, and then like at 2-0, once they got the red card, I think that killed off the tie, because like you would have at this point maybe tried to nick a goal back, go back to your home like 2-1, but once that red card came in, it was game over.
Yeah, Mukiele getting the second yellow too against Coman. And then Kane scoring the penalty, 3-0. It's over for me. I don't see them overturning that. It's too much. And Bayern again showed they're like the big clubs do big club stuff, man, and they win it. And even though maybe they didn't play their best today, they'll still be able to kind of override against the Leverkusen.
Football heritage.
Maybe it's the experience. Football heritage. Exactly, Mourinho.
You know what? I'm upset. I actually really wanted to watch the Barca game. But how was that anyways? Because I know there was a red card.
How long?
No, how was the Barca game?
Okay, so the Barcelona game, we were actually getting pummeled in the second half when it started. Unfortunately, we had to take out Almo because, man, Kubarsi, I just don't know what you're thinking, making that stupid tackle. Let them try to score. Even if they score, I don't mind. Getting a red card, again, we didn't learn from the PSG game last year where, what's his name? Araujo got the red card. Like, I really thought this was going to go bad, and this was going to end up to be like a 2-0 Benfica, and we have to go to our home, and we're going to struggle. But thankfully, Benfica were bottling. Benfica weren't creating the best chances, in my opinion. And honestly, I have to give a shout-out to Szczesny. What a keeper. He absolutely killed it today. He did so many great saves, and he was the man of the match, I believe, today.
Oh, damn.
Because he saved a lot for us. Props to him, because without him we could have easily conceded 1 or 2 goals. They had good chances, but it was a lot from corners, a lot of like cutbacks that could have been scored. Paveldis didn't have the best game either, so we took out Almo in 28th minute. I thought we should have taken out Lewandowski low-key, because I think Almo gives us more and he's able to get us out of situations easier than Lewandowski. But overall, second half started, we were getting pummeled, and then they make a mistake. I think Silva made a mistake, their centre back, and man, Rafinha, you beautiful man, Ballon d'Or, Ballon d'Oro, 2025. What?
You know that?
Yeah, do you see a certain right winger today play?
No,
yeah, that's your top 10.
Forget a certain right winger. You do.
That's your top 10.
Salah, number 10 right away. But Ziad, I don't want to say this, but you do know the youngster on PSG, Desiree Doué. You know Barcola and Dembele are better than Rafinha, right?
No, wallah, I can know you said Barcola is better than him. You can say Dembele for a little bit, but no, stop. Barcola is actually like dog. I'm not gonna lie. He's a dog player. I don't rate him at all.
Dog.
He's a dog.
Yeah. Do not tell me Rafinha a Ballon d'Or. Don't even tell me Rafinha anywhere near top 5.
Why not?
He's not.
Why not?
He's a cool player with his braids and everything. Definitely cool. A lot of
He's
pace.
a cool.
Lefty. He looks very clean, you know. But don't. He wears that tape and everything on his wrist. Actually looks sick. That's aesthetic. But don't say Ballon d'Or.
9 goals now in Champions League.
Yeah, didn't this guy go like a month
more
or
than
two without
your-
scoring in La Liga?
So what? La Liga is weak apparently. I thought he's doing it in the Champions League. He's trying to prove you wrong.
Oh, he's focused on me. That's actually crazy.
But yeah, regardless, I'm so happy with this 1-0. We go home and we finish this off. Benfica, listen, you scumbags. I can't stand their players. I can't stand their fans. I can't stand their manager. I never want to play them again. Please get these Portuguese pricks out of my face.
Man, the
Honestly,
thing is,
yeah,
like,
that's how they are.
I just don't like them.
Ziad said like Barca didn't learn from last year. Benfica didn't learn from like a month and a half ago when they played Barcelona. Like missed chances, mistakes at the back. Like
Yeah.
okay, sure. Like
Yeah.
you and even like you conceded last time against Barcelona. You would expect they would have learned, but it's just mistakes at the back cost them the game. And I just can't believe they didn't win that game. What? Because even if like you're not expecting to win the tie, the moment you're playing at home, the other team gets a red card. You do whatever you need to do to win the game.
Yeah, 20th minute by the way we got the red
How
card.
was,
So you had a full
How was the right back?
70 minutes.
Did you do anything? Like, he's supposed to be a young baller. His name is Araujo.
Araujo?
Yeah.
No, he had a mid game, nothing really special. Like nothing really out of the. They were killing us more on the left side, and that again, man, Yamal is a great player, but man, he doesn't come back enough, and he actually got subbed off in around like the 50th minute.
Yeah, I know, I saw that.
So we were kind of getting exposed on the left, and he got subbed off, and it got better because he doesn't track back very well. And again, with the red card, it's very tough to tell like what we could have done better. But I thought we held it off. We sustained the pressure in the second half. Scored that goal from Rafinha. That was beautiful. Again, Rafinha, if you want to compare him to Dembele or to the other bomb Barcola, Rafinha is a way better finisher and shooter. Like he's just has that.
He's more consistent with it.
Barcola and Dembele are better dribblers. But again, Dembele, for example, today, man, finish your chances, and we can get into the game if you guys want, because that's pretty much it from the Barcelona side.
I just want to say something, because Kubarsi, I know we're like, why are you doing this, blah blah. But first of all, how old is he? 17, 18? 17. I was actually like randomly looking at Van Dijk today because I'm like, man, like he's probably the best center back right now. I was looking at his career, and Van Dijk, no one had heard of him when he was in Netherlands. No one had heard of him when he was in Celtic.
Till 23, 24.
Yeah, 25s, yeah. He was turning 26 when he went to Liverpool.
Yeah.
So, like, Celtic, Netherlands, Southampton, no one really knew about him. He was collecting experience. Do you think he did not...
Guys, we have time.
Yeah, exactly. You have so much time. So, like, we judge players so quickly. And, like...
but I don't think people are judging Cabarcia like that. Like, they're not going like, oh, he's a bad player. But it makes me think, in the semifinals, in the finals, do you play Cabarcia? If you make it, like...
You have to.
These little mistakes could cost us, man.
But yeah, you have to.
I'm not saying his ability. Sure, yeah, no, I actually can't stand Araujo. I'm not gonna lie. Araujo, I don't rate very highly. Like other people.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like Koundé for me. Like Araujo is just a luxury player that we have right now. We're probably gonna sell in the summer. But yeah, like it just scares me a little bit. If we go into the finals and this kid makes a mistake, we could say, yeah, you know what, it's a kid. But man, I don't want to be costed the Champions League. I want this Champions League.
But unfortunately, that's what comes with it. Like because when you look back,
exactly.
8 years later, like in the next 5 or 6 years, if he becomes an elite center back, you're gonna look back and you'll be like, wow, remember when he made that mistake and all that stuff. So like they have to. Unfortunately, it's part of it. Like as a kid,
they have to.
This
Yeah,
shit you do.
Part of the process. Yeah. No, I agree with you. Probably have to start him because it's not like we have someone like Araujo still makes mistakes too. It's not like we have someone who's pivotal that's gonna come in and not make mistakes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Liverpool beating PSG 1-0, even though they got pummeled all game.
This is what big teams do, by the way.
What a disaster.
Salah getting hooked off because he was playing a horrible game. But
the hate along did not go well, wallah.
Yo.
Yeah, Wassim, I thought you were betting on the game or something.
No, it was just a hate along.
Yeah, what did you guys think of the game?
Honestly, so what I was thinking is a game from yesterday or whatever, like when the draw was made, I'm like, it's gonna be a tough game, but I generally did not think it would be like this. I thought Liverpool would control the game. I thought it would be like a 0-0, a tight 1-0. This game went complete opposite of what I thought, and this game just proved, everyone's saying Salah. Salah slept today. He was absolutely horrible. We can all agree on that. Pocketed by Nuno Mendes, who, by the way, like honestly.
Oh, Nuno, by the way. Oh my God, today.
If you think about if you think about it, this guy is probably the best left back in the world, because he is physical, he is fast, he is big, he is strong, and he's actually like disciplined defensively, and he is
decent,
insane
like good on the ball.
Yeah, There's no love.
Yeah, he's going on
Oh,
the
just
ball.
on Nuno,
I think this is
eight
his
out of
worst
eight,
matchup.
8 out of 8 tackles won, and 11 out of 11 duels won. He had a monster
Insane.
game.
No,
Jesus.
listen. Every time
He
he played for
was
Portugal,
unreal.
what a player! Like he's actually a demon. Like he has so much power. But my point is, like today Van Dijk wasn't at his best. Salah was absolutely torrid. Arnold was whatever. He was actually decent today. But again, this is what a spine does for you. Look at Alisson. Alisson today,
yeah.
Alisson today reminded me of Czech at Chelsea for the 10 years that I watched him play. This is what a big goalkeeper does for you, and this is why, like, I'm generally not cussing at Raya or anything, but this is why I do not see Arsenal ever winning anything big. I've said this a while ago. Arsenal will not win anything big, genuinely because of the goalkeeper. Raya is good. He is an elite with his feet. He's an elite sweeper keeper. But when it comes to shot stopping, he's not bad, but he's not the best. Like you cannot put him anywhere near the best in the world combo. It will never happen. Alisson, Oblak, those guys Courtois are on a different level. Like, unfortunately, you need a keeper like this to win competitions. But yeah, PSG to me absolutely killed Liverpool. Liverpool kind of escaped with it, but I think it's over. Like, they go to Anfield, it's different.
It's
Anfield
over.
and on a weeknight under the lights, Champions League, it's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over. And especially as a Barcelona fan, trust me, I know it is over. But yeah, no, like Alisson today, holy shit, like he was saving crazy amount of shots, and I thought PSG would score at least one or two. But they didn't get it done. And Dembele, again, this is what I mean by Dembele. Like, a great player, great season, but his finishing sometimes cost you, and also his shot, like, decisions.
His shot selection was
6,
horrific in the
yes.
second half.
Selection.
Horrible, yes.
I remember Wassim texting about that one shot. Like, Wassim, this is what he does with Barcelona. He did that consistently. But yeah, he does that all the time.
The thing is, man, today, like PSG like showed how you can play against Liverpool a little bit. Like, man, the Premier League teams, I swear, this year made Liverpool look like 2011 Barcelona. No defending, not knowing what to do.
No pressing. They can't press them. They can't press them.
But like overall, this is a disaster result. Like I was saying in the first half, after all those missed chances, if PSG don't win by 2 goals, they're done. Because Liverpool will not play as bad in the second leg, especially at Anfield. They will not play this bad, and like PSG will not play as good. PSG, on Alisson's point, listen, I agree with Numnum that Alisson was better than Raya, but I don't think there's many keepers as good as Alisson. Like Alisson. I don't even put Courtois and Oblak in my opinion on Alisson's like level, to be honest.
Alisson is the best in the world for sure. But like, my point is, Wassim, like again, like to win a Champions League, it's always going to be the same teams with the same goalkeepers. Is my point. Like it's very hard to see an Arsenal win it, or to see, I don't know, like even I cannot see Barcelona winning it simply because there's not like that presence in net is humongous. No man,
But yeah, like Alisson did get man of the match with 9 saves.
Wow.
Kvaratskhelia was like on fire today. I think he was the best player. Like outside of Nuno, I think he was like the best player offensively for PSG. But Donnarumma again, he had to do 1 save this whole game and couldn't do it right. You're like almost 7 feet. Put a strong hand to it. My God, you had like 1 save to make, and he like parried it back to his own net because of a weak hand. It's just
sure
nasty.
The next step for PSG is to replace Donnarumma. And you know what's funny? Like, I was looking at the age of their team. They're so young. They're all like 25 and under.
They're so young.
So I'm looking at Chelsea, who are building a young player model. This is the blueprint right here, by the way. They have the best youngsters in the world. This is how it looks. Like, they have insane players.
Their midfield, and like PSG's rebuild ever since like Mbappe left, and like we've been always talking about their midfield. Neves, Vitinha. These are players that, like, Ruiz didn't have the best game today, but I still like him in this team. Emery coming off the bench, like, that's good.
I think to Liverpool's credit, though, like, I don't know how they survived the first half at 0-0, but, like, they played better in the second half, at least defensively. Like, they didn't have much going offensively at all the entire game, but, like, in the first half, they're all over the place defensively. In the second half, they limited PSG. Like, they didn't have many, like, as good of clear-cut chances like they had in the first half. So they defended like a lot better in the second half, and then they caught them on the first like goal. But it's just hilarious today how like all the eyes are on Salah. I was seeing Numnum in full defense mode on Twitter.
No, but like it just kills me because this is to me how I know someone's the best in the world. I used to hit on Messi. I used to hit on Ronaldo. When someone is the best, you wait because it's season starts in August. Guys, we're in March. This is the first time anyone could speak about Salah. 2 months before the season ends. Like 10 games before the season's done. This is generally to me how I know this guy's a number one Ballon d'Or candidate. Should be my opinion. A one-off game is okay. And again, to me, I can never honestly, even he dropped the stinker right before the moment he came off. In my mind, I did not think you would take him off, first of all, because it is Salah, and these are the players that are capable of something in just a random moment he could score a goal. But also, by the way, the fact that PSG bottled this kind of sucks for them at home, because Slot had it wrong, man. I don't know how Gakpo didn't play. I don't know how Nunes didn't come on earlier. I don't know how Curtis Jones didn't come on earlier. See, those are all fixes that are going to happen in the second leg, and I genuinely do think Liverpool will dominate them. I really think so.
For sure, I think they'll dominate. But I want to throw out a fun fact. This is the first time Barcelona won an away game in the Champions League round of 16 since 2016 against Arsenal.
Oh my god.
And that's when Leo scored too.
Wait.
But, dog, nasty club.
When did Messi leave?
Nasty.
It's okay. Unfortunately, though, man, I think other than the Madrid games and Dortmund, I feel like all the games have already been decided. I don't see, outside of a disaster for any of the other teams, any of those results getting overturned.
Yeah.
But I'm happy because their disgusting league phase that they did, they were trying to put the smaller teams through, and they're just getting clapped right, left, and center right now. So I'm happy.
Yeah, Aston Villa should make it through. Dortmund still skeptical because they're going back to Lille.
Yeah.
They tied 1-1. Arsenal, of course, make it through. Real Madrid, Atletico is going to be the one decider. Then Inter, they won 2-0 away from home. They're going to go through. Bayern are, I think, for sure go through unless a disaster, like you said. Barcelona, Liverpool, they should be able to seal that at home. So, yeah, I think it's done. But, listen, there's more football to be looking forward to. I think tomorrow, Real Sociedad, Man United, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there and I'm going to be watching. And
by the way,
Sociedad, please don't disrespect Spanish football, please.
Ruben Amorim, by the way, today he was like, my man really said that winning the Europa League is not the aim, because there's bigger problems. You can't just focus on the now. Habibi, you need to understand something. Your board care about the money, number one. If you miss out on Champions League, you're missing out on 60 million automatically. And already you have players on high wages. Already you're unable to sign players. You can't attract them because of where you are. And then if you can't even offer money, who's gonna come to you? Man.
Why would he say that?
I don't know.
Why would he say that? Wouldn't you be like, listen, our team's biggest goal this season is to win one trophy, and that's the Europa League, so we can make the Champions League. Where's the ambition? Where's the... Amarim, seriously, there's a lot of question marks towards the things he says. Forget his management. The things he says out of his mouth.
Yeah, he spews
It doesn't make sense.
He actually spews shit out of his mouth.
Who are you BSing? We've been watching football for a long time. Trust me, you want to win Europa League.
I will be seated for another hit along tomorrow.
Woo! But listen, I need Sociedad to step up, and Sociedad can't do it, and they need to win 3-0. I want a whipping.
Please.
I want a whooping.
Because, by the way, all the big pundits are I'm saying pundits in quotes, by the way. But anyways, they're all saying how they don't see him getting sacked and all that. No. I'm telling you, crash out of the Europa League and you're playing for nothing and do a little bit worse in the league. Amorim does not start next season. How do you trust this man with money?
This is Spurs and United. They're in the same spot. They cannot get out this early.
Yeah, but you know what? Spurs are Spurs.
Yeah, especially Spurs. But man, United have a lot of injuries. Holy crap.
Do they actually?
Holy crap. Out? Yeah, they do, man. Diallo, Mount, Ugarte, Meno, Shaw, Martinez, Maguire.
I need United at low confidence. We have them on Sunday.
Why did I hear Mason Mount's name in there? Why did I hear Luke Shaw's name in there? Those guys are myths. They don't
Mason Mount is an experiment.
They're placeholders. One of their placeholders, by the way.
Mount has to go back to Chelsea.
You know what?
Seriously.
Believe me, I would take him back in a heartbeat. I won't even lie to you. That motherfucker, I was reminiscing.
Why not, man? Why do people hate on players that grew up in the club?
No,
man?
you know why, Zeiad? The way he did it. Because sure, it took the club a long time to offer him a contract, but then he rejected the contract that came to him, which is what basically United paid for him. And the thing is, he was very injury prone at the end. And it's funny, he released a video where he was reading shit off the screen saying, it's my boyhood club, blah, blah, thank you for all the time. You don't make it fake. He did it he made himself look bad. We've had players that left and no, it's whatever. It's how people move on. But I would take him back in a heartbeat, man. I won't even lie to you. This guy at Chelsea was something else.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's it. Unless you guys want to talk about anything else. That's the Champions League recap.
We'll do a preview later for the weekend, if anything.
Yes, sir. And like tomorrow you should see the tonight this can be uploaded. Tomorrow is gonna be the top first part of the top 20
Peace.
players of all time.
Zeiad keeps pulling delays on
I'll
us.
upload. I know. It's just 2 hours of footage. I can't be
Our
bothered.
our two viewers are upset.
It's five. That 30s, but like real viewers, not me. Yeah, maybe. Because the amount of times I click on it, but yeah, we'll leave it at that. I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and please like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, peace. Yo, wait, the Sidemen against YouTube All Stars